Good morning, everybody. Well, oh, Joe was here. Now he's
Yeah,
back.
you had me on full screen. I was like, bye. What's
Oh,
up?
well, I was just making sure you were centered in the middle.
Making sure all the ladies were here.
Yeah. I mean, I know you got all them women around you doing your hair, doing your beard.
Oh, yeah.
No, welcome in, everybody. November the 10th. Wow, we are, I guess, close to Thanksgiving.
Man, almost there.
Yeah, we got the turkeys. We just need the dressing now. No, it's been a kind of crazy week, all these weather guys. I don't know if we ought to let weathermen on Facebook or not. According to them, right about now, we should be getting hammered with a hurricane. About Wednesday they were saying that. So I don't know. It's kind of getting old, but this may be the last one, maybe. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, no lie.
Fingers crossed.
But hey, looks like they had a great time out in Vegas and still having a great time. Actually, I text Lon. Lon said, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I said, yeah, Lon, I know it's 4 o'clock when I text you, but I thought you might be up,
Just get that text when you wake up. You don't have to get up right away.
I know, I'm sure, Mr. Rick Williamson's out there sneaking around somebody's rooms and shit right about now.
Somebody's tires.
Yeah. But no, it looks like they're having a good time. Actually, they're having a little meetup in Florida right now with Al and them.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Al Sercherone, and I think, oh, look, Dre's up.
Morning, Dre.
Dre must have got his coffee delivered right now.
Yep. Got his early coffee.
Dre, I'm going to put the link in the chat here if you want to pop in. I don't know if you're in your pajamas or...
Oh, he in a suit at this time. It's 5 o'clock.
It
might be by now, right?
Might be in his 3-piece suit. I wonder who won some of the big prizes out there today. I didn't hear anything.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah. I think they had an Air 3S. They had a ton of stuff.
Nice.
Mr. Flynn, what you got going on there with your little Detroit Lions cap there?
Detroit Kitty Cats. You're muted. Muted, John.
Oh, he must have said something about.
Not yet.
He could talk all he wants about Kansas City right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, talk all that shit you want. Ain't no, baby.
Now you talk about kitty cats. The Tigers, LSU Tigers, got kitty catted last night. Now,
yeah,
man. Barkley, battery is down on my. Scotty.
Hey. Actually, I didn't mean to go live. I hadn't set up yet.
Splunker. You a splunker today?
We'll watch you go live.
Ah, man, I'm still doing this.
Where's
I got to mute. I'm sorry about that.
Is Bob in here? I saw Bob. Bob, I sent you the link if you want to hop in.
Bob Casey?
Yeah, I thought it.
I sent it to him as well. Yeah, if you want to come in. Hop in, Bob.
He's up here. He's in here. Scotty, what's up?
Not much. I'm still wiring stuff.
What you wiring, brother?
My office. See all that blue wire up there? That's all my Cat 6 I'm running. Got it running all over the place. So I'm actually trying to. I don't ever know where the camera is on this thing. I'm using my laptop. Man, I'm at 2 gig stuff now. I'm high speed here.
Look out.
Done got me hooked up here. So that's a good thing.
So
you gonna start flying some FPV?
If I can get all this work done. I'm running Cat 6, 300 and something feet over there to the she shed, the honey badger headquarters. So, I got to bury that cable today, so that's what I'm gonna do next. What happened to John? John saw me and
he had an audio issue. I think he's trying to reconnect, probably.
I got you.
Let's see here. My audio.
I thought I left him speechless.
Johnny, your audio is a little lower. I don't know. Let me look here. Audio.
I know the coffee man needs to be delivering that coffee to that Vegas group because they sounds like they need that extra caffeine to get started.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
they've been threatening if they don't get their coffee that they may not show up to the.
Let me ask you this: when you drink coffee delivered by the coffee man, though, that is a question.
Man, that's high class coffee too.
It's just
They look
depends-
good, yeah. That's some,
Depends who's doing.
that's some pinky up coffee right there.
Hey,
Man,
depends
it
who's
was
doing
in
the
fine
delivery.
china from what I saw.
If Rick Williamson got anything to do with that coffee delivery, I might not want to drink it.
I'd have some
All right.
Ex-Lax in it or something.
Yeah. Oh man.
What time is it out there?
It's
8
5 or
o'clock,
6.
5 o'clock. I think it's
5
5. Is that right?
5, yeah.
5:05. Dre's up.
That coffee ought to be whatever.
Look, hey, Rick's in here.
Yeah, Rick.
If I knew Rick, he's probably already been out flying this morning.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure he has, and he's gonna put up
I mean,
a
he's-
video, and everybody else gonna
goes
say,
his
"Oh, I
drum
want to
beat
go
up.
there. I want to go there about 9 o'clock," and Rick gonna say, "Oh, I already been out there."
Yeah, I've already flown about 5 spots.
Hey,
Well,
one thing
dang,
about
Rick,
it,
we would have liked to tag along. Huh?
we're not gonna talk behind your back, Rick. You know that. I gotta get Rick to pass through here, Joe. He could pass through here going home.
Yeah, he could. Just a little bit south.
Yeah, a little bit. Hey,
I mean, he's been
I'll be
34
Swing,
honest.
swing down through Houston and across to Hammond.
Hey, I'll be honest
What's
with
that
you.
in 8 hours to a 34-hour trip?
Rick somewhere and follow them over, Because Joe, I talked to you about, man. If I had somebody ride with me, I would have drove.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to have gone. It just didn't work out this time.
Now, I could have followed Barkley. I'm sure Barkley would have took a ride out there. He loves to drive,
He puts a couple miles on the truck a day.
Oh, a day, yeah. He's in New York one day. He's in Tennessee the next. Let's see, Mr. Flynn got it worked out.
Can you hear me?
Got you now.
All right.
What?
Unfortunately.
What? Hey, John.
Yes.
John,
Yes,
you
yes.
could have said anything you wanted about Kansas City, Joe said. while
Oh,
you-
Joe knows I say anything about them anyhow. So
Well, that's all right. Kansas City, they got the rest to cheat for him.
We got the what? What'd you say?
Y'all got the refs to cheat for him.
Oh, just cheat for him. Yeah. We got the refs on our side. Yeah. Like everybody said.
Should have beat him.
I think we'll lose to Denver today.
They're undefeated, right? Kansas City?
Yeah, 8-0, yeah.
you think they'll lose to Denver?
No.
I have a bad feeling. Denver's
Yeah.
decent and they play us tough and
Hey, Sean Payton sucks.
yeah. But they ain't got what's his name anymore though. Russell Wilson, he's gone. So
Nah, they
Pittsburgh.
might run the table, Joe.
I think they could.
it would be something if we see the first three-peat ever with an undefeated season. Holy crap.
Let's not get carried away.
Yeah,
Let's not get carried away. I
They
just
might
jinxed it.
they might run the table for the season. But
I think Joe fell
No
off that
three-peat
ladder.
though.
Hey, John, I think Joe fell off that ladder right there behind him.
I
Yeah,
think he did.
a couple times.
Must have bumped his head.
More than once.
No, I would love to see the Lions play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
That'd be a good one.
Got some stickers in the mail yesterday from some dude.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I got a
very
couple
cool.
of them.
I got to get some of those too.
Should have went to Minefield. He was giving them out.
I
Yeah.
know. The shit show. I mean, the chat show. No, man. I tell you what, we had a flyover yesterday for our game, for our senior day, and the two guys actually came up. We have what they call the Victory Club. You go up there, it's kind of like suites. I got to meet. They were from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And then they did two flyovers and then landed and then came to the game. So I got to talk to them a little bit. It's pretty nice, pretty nice young men. I guess, as you get older, everybody looks really young, but these kids didn't look like they were old enough to drive a car. Most of us fly an F-16,
Is that what they were flying? An F-16?
F-16, yeah.
Nice. Very cool.
I just saw a video where I think he was the 15th guy, the first guy to ever parachute, jump out of a plane, and he was 23 years old when he did it.
Wow.
And it was deep.
Dre is not in his tuxedo.
Not in a tux yet. Morning, Dre.
Good morning, everyone.
What's up, Dre?
Not much. Let me get my mic here. I'm a little disoriented this early, but it's been
Man,
a
you ain't
long night.
lying.
My wife took
Hey, Johnny,
the road yesterday, so I
It's
didn't
fixing to
make
get.
out the fly part.
I'm gonna bail back out. I got things I need to, and I'll be in alert mode. So
Yeah,
I
just tease us. That's okay. That's all right. Just come on here and give us a tease.
want to say hi to everybody. I mean,
See you,
Later,
Scotty.
Scotty.
hey,
Be careful,
Dre, it's
bud.
good to see you, man.
Oh, it's always good to see you guys. Appreciate you
Hey,
guys
Dre,
thinking about us.
notice he said it's good to see you, but he leaves,
Yeah. As soon as he
As
shows
soon
up,
as you come on,
boom,
and it's only
I'm
good
outta
to see
here.
Dre. Bye, Scott.
Yes,
Well,
Scott. It's only
That's
good to
why I
see
made
Dre.
sure I
That's
said
okay,
hi
Scott.
to him before I left. So, I mean, y'all don't want to sit there and watch me wire. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, we got a couple hours before daylight shows up because the time change. Daylight doesn't show up till around 7 now, so yeah, we got a few hours to wait. But my wife took ill yesterday, so I didn't make it out to the flying part of it. Breakfast was a nice event. Gave away a lot of prizes during that time period, the breakfast meetup and everything. So and everybody had a great time at the Friday night meet and greet. I can say this: Tom and Bob put on a spectacular event, and I don't want to say just them; their wives worked themselves to the bones. Couple of their friends, other ladies that were there, manning tables, organizing the wait staff to make sure everybody got served and everything. Man, it was
Nice.
really a first class, regular, I would say corporate type event.
Yeah.
Nice.
It
Nice.
really came off very well.
That's good to hear. How far is that from you, Dre?
I'm only about 2.5 hours out of Vegas.
That's not
where I
bad.
live. So that's why I said when Bob and Tom announced they were going to do this, I jumped on board right away. And like I said, I have been needling Steve to get Steve Carpenter. I was trying to get him to get one going in Southern California, and he just didn't have the time. So when this came about,
They
I
would
was
definitely.
really excited.
I mean, I'd be shocked if they didn't do it at least once or twice.
Yeah, well, I can say this went off, well enough that Tom announced at the breakfast that they're already making plans for next year. So we're definitely going to get 2 under our belt for sure.
That's good.
And everything. And like I say, I had a chance to meet, as I say, press the flesh with the DGI rep Wayne. Some of you guys have probably known him or seen him on other shows. Very personal. Everybody there from the group. Greg from Pilot Institute, very personal individuals that you can just get up and talk with, just like we're sitting here talking right now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That was one of the things I was bummed about not going is, well, for one, meeting you, Dre. I've seen you on all the live streams. I feel like I know you already, but it's always nice to meet somebody in person. So that was one of the major bummers for me not attending, is just not being able to meet some of those East or West Coast guys. So
yeah, I never met Ray often there. Oh, did Steve go to spin? I don't think Steve was.
Yeah. Steve had been out to the. I know he used to go to Spin Up, and that's what I was making plans for about a year or two ago. I was going to go to the next Spin Up, and then Kelly said, it just got a little too much for him. And that's why I said that this was very nicely done, that it wasn't just on one person or one or two people. This was a group effort by Tom and Bob, and had a lot of folks behind the scenes that helped out a lot. And it's events like this need a group. It's tough. Like I said, Johnny, you help out Captain Ray and a few other folks that are, really behind the scenes helping out, because it can become very daunting.
Yeah, and our event is more of I'd really say a true just to get a fly in. It's pretty social, but Bob and them, they had some, stuff. I say more kind of scheduled,
organized.
It takes a lot more. We just basically meet up underneath the gazebos.
Well, it was. I would say I think the spirit of what we had here was kind of like the same thing. It's just like I said, we just had a lot more corporate involvement.
Right.
And like I said, you guys have had Ken Dono come out, Billy Kyle has been there, Ken Herron has been there at a lot of the events, and those guys came all the way out here. They actually set up a panel and had like a little Q&A session at the breakfast, and that was great. You know, so a lot of people
Are they
got to
talking about
talk
doing the same time
things.
next year, Dre?
This time of year is perfect for Vegas.
Yep.
I'd say it's not hot and it's not cold.
Right.
It's, I think temperatures are right about mid 70s.
Yeah.
You know, it might get it. Like I said, the morning might be in the 50s, and then it gets about peak of the day in the 70s, and then it'll cool back off to the 50s. You know, in the afternoon and then into the night. So it's perfect drone flying weather.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, no wind,
He's
no
blaming
wind to speak of at all and stuff. And like I say, you know, it's just, you know, I have to worry about drones overheating in the heat. It's just perfect drone flying weather.
John Flynn, your buddy is blaming it on us. He says
Yeah.
there's no horse playing happening here. It must be you guys.
I don't believe that for 5 seconds.
Yeah, I heard he gave out some new awards, you know.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Those quiet guys, I'm telling you, you got.
Where you know, hey, Dre, did y'all take Marcus's phone away from him and you know, all his drones? I haven't heard a peep out of Marcus, you know.
Mark, you know what? You know, I never been first. Like I say, first time I met Marcus in person.
Oh, really?
And I sat with Marcus for a couple of hours with him and his wife and my wife. And that's what I say, these kind of events, you get to really know people and find more commonality beyond just drones.
Mhm.
Marcus' wife, retired teacher. My wife is a teacher also, you know. And, you know, you start talking about life in general, and you find out all the extra things that you have in common, the life experiences, things you've gone through that really cements the relationship that we have in our community.
That's like the South Florida meetup. There's a little bit of flying, but it's just mingling, you know, it's hanging out, it's shaking hands. Yeah, just what you said, Dre, just learning more common interest between, you know, the already drone interest.
I see Mike, they say he got his coffee arrived. Mike came up from Texas, and I was really the person that shocked me the most to be there was Brad. Brad came all the way from Virginia.
Yeah.
You know, and I had no clue he was going to be there, but I mean, just, and I say, and also Jeff Norman from out of New York area, he was there. Yeah, and I was like, wow, you guys, you know, I say, you know, me being a couple hours away, you know, no big deal. Drive up and you participate. It's like you guys down in the Florida area stuff. You like Johnny drives over from Louisiana. A lot of you guys are there, in Georgia and Kentucky and everywhere else. So I make the effort to make the drive in, and that's nice, you know. But when you see people come across the country, you know, I mean, that's why I say for me to go to the Florida Drone Meetup, I will pay $1,000 just in airfare.
Yeah, I'm driving out. I'm driving out to Vegas next year. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna take my time and just
Swing by and pick me up, Johnny.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it.
You might, as long as I'll go with you too, Johnny. I'm not too far out of the way.
Come on, you know what? That's what Rick. You know, Rick. I think Rick left last Sunday. You know, and man, he just made a. You know,
just go north about 1,400 miles.
Yeah, well, Vegas, Louisiana, Vegas is quite a trip. But hey, Rick, that's pretty far for Rick. I tell you.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like I said, it's nice, and like I said, it's nice to meet the heavyweights. You know, meeting Billy Kyle. He got there Saturday morning, and then like I say, Lon was there, Ken Dono's there, Ken Herron was there. And to meet these guys, like I say, meet them in person is a nice feeling. And like I say, you see these guys, shake hands and everything else. And like you say, you see them in their natural habitat and form.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's great. And I say, Tom and Bob had a lot of support from the local community. A lot of times we fly and we it's kind of like we get online and we get involved with one another. Bob and Tom had I would say at least a dozen people right there out of the Vegas area that were at the event. And that's what I think makes the events really nice when you get a lot of local support. I don't know if you guys saw the video I did. I went around and had people, introduce themselves.
I just watched that this morning.
Yeah, there were people there who had one guy was a college professor teaching a class, a drone class, and another lady there. She said, she said, she's a fan of drones. She works for a construction company and, doesn't really do any flying herself. And she ended up winning a free class from Pilot Institute on any course she wanted. 107 or mapping and everything else, because she understands, because she was talking to me about stockpile reports and everything else. And I said, this is when you start, hearing the knowledge that people have, and even around the industry. Like I said, she doesn't fly, she's upper management, but she understands the value of what drones can do for her company.
Dre, who won some of the big prizes? Do you know right off, or do you?
I didn't make it out to the fly part because my wife took ill.
Oh, okay. So that's what
that's what they gave out. I know they had the Air 3S and they had a couple of Neos that were passing out. Basically at the breakfast, they passed out smaller stuff, like say the Pilot Institute gave out a couple of classes.
Right.
There were some Loom Cube strobes that were given out, and a couple other smaller things. The big stuff was going to be held out, so I'll leave that for Bob. I don't want to take the icing off his cake and let him do it on his show on Wednesday to announce who all the big winners are and everything else. I was lucky just to steal a few still shots off Facebook and put them out there, because also in the interviews I did with a few people to introduce themselves, there was a guy there for the search and rescue team for the local area, and they were doing a demonstration out there also and everything. So it was like I say, it was a well organized. People came out and supported the event. It makes me want to go out and even make more of an effort to go to other events, even though I have to be as elaborate as this one. But like I say, just like you guys were saying, it's just meeting and socializing with one another, which is key. And like I said, a lot of the speeches that I was able to give, Greg from Pilot Institute was given. Who else spoke?
What about
Dale from Blue Sky? Which I met Dale. I said I seen Dale on Bill Thomas's show, Coast to Coast. I never met him in person, and I didn't know he actually had his own reseller business up in the Northwest until recently. And everything. So, that right there tells me, okay, I have bought quite a few products from Drone Works, which is Ken Dono and his business partner's business in Florida. And so, but now, meeting Dale, I said, well, now I got a West Coast person I can deal with, which means like all of us, I like to get my stuff right away, and everything. So dealing with somebody on the same coast that you are, means shipping time is less and everything else. And he gave a great explanation on how the current customs situation is affecting his business and overall, so I was really thankful for his explanation of what was currently, how it was affecting him. That's why I was telling people that we as end users, we get a little uptight, but for most of us, we're out here just flying, enjoying, even though I do it, for money. I'm an end user, so in other words, it doesn't hurt me with my clients because I already have what I need to get the job done. People like Ken Dono, who has a business, Dale, who has a business, this is their bread and butter. This is what pays their bill
delivered.
and stuff. So, yeah.
Nice.
So I'd say it was important to get their point of view on how this current situation, and as I explained that with the, recent election results and everything else, not so much at the top, but even in the houses, the Senate and the Congress, with having full power transferred over to one party that has been initiating these drone bills, and it's mostly been bipartisan as far as the support for it, they may get pushed through without any backlash now. And that's going to affect all of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you almost got to have some kind of this versus that resistance, and right now that might not work in our favor. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Bob Casey, what's up, dude? Barely see you there. Turn a light on.
He said,
Bob, what's up, Bob?
So who won the big prize?
Yeah, bro. Okay.
Huh?
Who
Brother
won the
Bob?
big prizes, Dre?
Well, Trey wasn't out. He wasn't out there. Dre wasn't out there when they did that. So we have to kind of hang on a day and listen to.
Let Bob Dempsey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did that out of the flying location Saturday, Bob.
And Dre was a sponsor too. So Dre, pat yourself on the back too, because you helped make the meetup, a success too.
Yeah. Well, like I said, being a sponsor is the easy job. I just got to cough up money.
Hey,
That's hard.
Dre, but I did hear Rick Williamson got 3 drinks on you instead of 1. So you need to check into that.
So Dre, listen, man, you're going to be flying across the country now to these other drone meetups, right?
Well, I say, Bob, I was only 2.5 hours away for this one. So my wife and I drove up. Not a big issue there, but it did inspire me to make a bigger effort to try to go to some other ones a little farther away. Like I said, I was hoping that Kelly Shore is going to continue to put on Spin Up in Texas, because I was making plans to go to Spin Up when he said he's no longer going to do it. So I guess I may have to make a further trip, out to maybe Florida in another year or two, whatever, and go out there.
Yeah, get out to Florida, Dre. That's a good one, man. You talk about 120, 150 people. It's a good one to get out to, man. Everybody'd love to see you, and I'm sure you'd love to see everyone out there. It's a good event. Right. I missed it this year, but I'll be there next year.
And
it was really good last year.
You got South,
because I wasn't there.
Yeah, you got South Florida. You got South Florida. You got Minefield, and now Vegas. So it's kind of spread across the country here.
Minefield's a good one. That's fun. It's a good FPV event. I mean, you do your camera drone thing there all day, but it's a fun FPV event for sure.
Mm-hmm. I thought this last Minefield was one of the best ones I've been to 4 out of 5.
I've been to the last. I went 3 in a row. Yeah, it's great.
Mr. Holt, what's up, Chris?
Same old, Johnny. Same old, just different day.
Y'all got some rain last night, or it didn't really rain a whole lot this way?
No, I got the rain Friday night, and I pushed it on towards you and Bob Casey. Bob's getting it now after you pushed it.
I'll tell you what, we got lucky. Down
here, pouring.
Really? See, we got lucky. We didn't get any rain last night. Kind of went north.
We get
John, you guys got another storm coming into the Gulf?
The storm in the Gulf is kind of fizzled out. It looked like it was going to go toward Texas, so we let Chris and them have that one.
Yeah,
we needed it. Trust me, the farm needed it.
Yeah, dry everywhere.
Yeah, we needed rain here too. We got good amount of it last few days. Just rained off and on all day, every day.
We actually been dry too, but it seems like everything that comes out the Gulf is they got that straight little beeline toward New Orleans. I don't know, it kind of pisses me off. I don't know where they get that one graphic from. Is like, they use the same graphic for the
stock graphic
hurricanes. Yeah.
But, you can blame Katrina. You can blame Katrina on that.
Yeah, no lie. It's the Katrina path, Ida last year. Well, Ida was even closer to worse than Katrina. But Michael Wright is up, man. What y'all do to get Michael Wright up at?
Wow, 5:30 a.m. Mike's up.
Man. Heading to the water park.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
That'll be fun.
Mike, fly some FPV for me.
Yeah, that was the main thing for the day. Getting together to go out to these outlying areas in the desert.
Dre, is that back toward your house, the water park? Is that? I mean,
no, it would be. I mean, it's an indirect way. It's actually, if my directions is correct, I think it's southwest of Vegas area where they're going today. Lake Dolores is where this water park is.
2.5 hours, I believe, from Vegas.
And are you northwest, Dre? Or
I think it's only an hour outside of Vegas where they're going today, that water park, which will put you near Interstate 40, closer to Interstate 40 than the 15, which I could take the 40 to go right back home. And the 40 and the 15 meet in Barstow, California. And so that's where they split up at. And I could take that 40 right into Barstow and then go south on the 15 to my house from there.
Yeah, they're having a little meetup. Al Sercheron, there out in Florida, doing a little meetup this morning. So with his
did Ray back down there yet? Is he down in Florida?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Pretty soon, though, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ray's got open tickets. As soon as the first snowfall hits New York, he's boarding the plane.
I need something like that. Get out of
Let's
Dodge.
see here. Yeah,
I haven't
Bill.
seen snow in about 15 years. I'm hoping it snows when I go to Missouri next here in a couple of weeks. Probably be too early though.
Yeah.
Oh, is that live stream?
I see, Brad's up.
They're live streaming, so.
Oh, I'm gonna get off here. See you guys. No.
Hey, I thought. Well, Bill was having trouble earlier, but yeah, they're at. I'm not sure where they at.
I think it was. What did they say? Fort Pierce.
Is that close? That's close to Al, then.
Yeah, it says Fort Pierce Inlet.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I guess I can't read. I see it right there. TJ don't know he's on.
TJ doesn't know he's live on 2 lives.
Yeah, that's right.
Look, he's looking. He's gonna figure it out in a minute and tell Bill. Is that Alex?
That looks like Alex. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Bill.
There's Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Bill.
Yeah, they were on quite a bit last night. Were they on like 2 hours, 2.5 hours last night?
No, that's every night with them. Yeah, when they.
That's average.
Yeah.
That probably was a short show. Yeah, they're having a little meetup. They was worried about the rain, but it looks like they got it in, so that's good. I seen Warren in here. Warren, hope you're feeling better.
Hey,
Warren.
Warren. Hope you're doing well.
So Dre, what do they got planned today? They going there, then that's pretty well it, or they kind of just breaking up, or nothing?
Yeah,
It said tomorrow's Red Rocks.
From my understanding, I think Lake Dolores is for those who want to go down and really do some FPV flying.
Gotcha.
And I think those who want to do regular camera flying are going out to Red Rock. I don't know if they're going the same direction or different directions. I'm not really familiar with that area. So I'm not sure. I think Ken Donald did post up a video of him flying somewhere out in the Red Rock area.
That. Yeah, I saw that was some really nice stuff. Wow.
So I don't know. Like I said, this is like say a break off the main group of those who just came out to want to do some really nice flying in those areas. So we'll see that footage probably from a few of those guys tonight or tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, look forward to that.
Well, Dre, the most important question is how many 1099s did you get?
Johnny, you know me too well.
When you hit a certain amount, they give you that little present before you leave the casino,
Well, I can say my wife wasn't feeling well, so we had planned on going back out to there's a casino right down. I'm at my timeshare right now where I'm at, and South Point is maybe about half a mile down the road. South Point is a very all-in-one casino. You can go in that place and never have to leave.
Oh, wow.
They got top-notch, family-friendly restaurants to top-end steak houses inside. It's got a full 4 or 5 screen movie theater, full 20-something lane bowling alley, all within the casino itself.
Little city in there.
Yeah. Like I say, you never have to leave. We go. The other one like that is the Orleans, which is right off Tropicana on the, I guess it'd be the north side of the strip. It's the same thing. It's got a full bowling alley, movie theater, everything you need. So you never have to leave some of these casinos. In other words, you never have to go outside. You can be indoors all day, do everything you want to do for the most part.
They got Walmart in there?
What's that?
They got a Walmart in there?
Don't.
Hey, Johnny.
They'll make a deal for it.
Yeah.
Johnny, I popped in here just to let Dre know that he needs to let his hair down and go fly some FPV.
Yeah. But that was the plan. But she wasn't. It's like one of those progressed things. She had a little stomach bug, and it just got worse as the evening went on. So I just, after I tried to get her a little food in her for lunch, and it just got worse. So I just stayed here with her. Yeah.
Well, I hope she feels
Good morning,
better.
Bob Casey.
Good morning, brother. How are you?
Bye.
Bob, what you cooking? Bob, what you cooking this morning, Bob?
I didn't cook yet. I'm getting ready to have some breakfast afterwards.
Morning, Scott.
On my way.
That's
Morning,
right.
Chris.
I'm warming up the car now, Bob.
Come on down.
Look at this one here. He gets out of bed at 9 o'clock, you know.
Oh, watch it now. Hey, I popped in here because I want to see Dre let his head down.
I just seen we're under flash flood warnings now.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh.
It's flat coming down, man.
Wow.
It was dry since Helene, whatever. It was dry since then. We went over a month and a half, something like that.
Yeah.
And then when it rains, I mean, it rains. You know,
That's crazy.
the ground just it can't suck it up quick enough. You know, that's the reason why it's going to flash flood.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy weather we're having this year.
Crazy all
Yeah.
over. I mean,
It really has.
Yeah, that's
Not to get off the subject, I don't know. I think Chris and Joe know about this, but I've never dealt with this situation before, and I had a nephew get murdered. And I've sent it to Chris, I've sent it to Scott, and it's something I've never experienced. All my family has all died of natural causes, you know, heart attacks, cancer, whatever, you know. But this right here threw us for a loop. He was shot in his bed asleep. Now, how cold is that? He was rooming with a guy about an hour from here in Elizabethtown, Kentucky. He'd been with him for about 3 months. And this guy had just got released from the penitentiary in 2020, spent 26 years in the penitentiary. He killed his mother and he killed his little brother. He was 15 years old when he did this.
Oh,
wow.
my.
They shot them both in the face.
Well, they
with a
shot you.
shotgun. And they released this guy after 26 years in the prison. Now, I'm going to tell you what, the justice system failed.
Oh, yeah.
I have to bring it to light. This is the only way I can talk about it and get it out there. It tore me up. I watched this boy grow up. I went to his graduation, you know, watched him get married. He's 41 years old. He's trying to get his life straight. And he was snuffed out in his sleep.
Damn.
The guy didn't even know him. He killed the man upstairs, tried to torch the freaking house. Then he went downstairs, saw him in the bed, busted the cap on my nephew, killed him, tried to kill one other guy that got away, and that guy was able to give a full-blown description of him. And then they went to the surveillance cameras all around town, found him with the gun, found him with the goods in his hotel room, found him with surveillance camera dumping trash into a gas station trash can. They got the goods on this guy. Then he confessed. He also confessed with his mother and his brother. This guy right here should have never been let out. And an innocent person, I don't know about the other guy. I don't know. He knew this guy. And when you see the pictures of this guy, his mug shot, I've showed it to Chris, I've showed it to Joe, and I've showed it to Scott. They all looked at it and said, this guy he don't even need to be in existence.
Right.
We have the death penalty in Kentucky, but we don't implement it. And we haven't had an execution since 2002. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to see anybody die. I don't want to be responsible for taking anybody's life, but if anybody needs to be snuffed out when it happens, you don't think these things till it happens to you. And I hope that it happens to none of you who's watching or none of you guys on the panel. But it's a devastating blow when you find out somebody just wanted to commit murder for somebody that he didn't even know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a sad deal, man.
It's very sad.
Terrible.
It's a hard thing to follow, I'll tell
Sad
you.
world.
I
Sound
can't
like
even
you-
imagine.
I appreciate you letting us know, Bob.
I'm still reeling. I can't imagine it either. If it hadn't been for Chris and Joe being able to talk to these guys, they helped me. They let me vent, and I'm glad. Johnny, right now you're letting me vent, and I appreciate that. But it's a tragic thing, man. And I commend all these cops that did the footwork. They literally went around and started checking every surveillance camera that they could. And they got this guy dead to rights. Then he confesses. So when he was up for his, he waived his, they waived the grand jury, And the grand jury was on a Zoom call, just like everybody's looking at the screen right now, seeing all the panel. It was a Zoom call with a judge in the middle, and then everybody else was around it. And they were holding up signs saying justice for Blake. His last name was France. It's the same last name as Scott's. But they were all holding up signs. And he turned at the end of it from Louisville. Louisville's about 3 hours from me. He turned, he looked, and he looked right at those signs, all them people holding up signs. My son was one of them. My son grew up with him, you know. My son's 40 years old. He was 41. They grew up together. They loved basketball together. I've reffed a lot of their games, you know. It's a tragic thing. And look, it could happen. I never thought it would happen to me, you know, but it happened.
Yeah, well, maybe the guys, well, I say get what's coming to him, but you know how that is.
Oh, he needs to be removed from existence.
I mean, he put up in jail for the next 50 years, or he could be let out next Friday. The way the justice system works sometimes. So,
well, it failed this time. This guy, when he at 15 years old, if you've been straight up cold blood to your mother and your little brother at 15 years old, you got a problem. Yeah. There's a mental problem right there. He should have never got out. He should have never got out.
That's for sure.
All right, Captain Joe, what you got going on?
I'm finished. I don't have anything till the 19th, it looks like, because they've got a big lawsuit now with LHSAA. And one of the teams had 2 ineligible players, and they're trying to get into the playoffs, and they're fighting with LHSAA. The games are supposed to be starting next week. Mandeville's going to have the first 2 home games. And they look like they're going to push them back till after the 18th. So it means it's going to be a 2-week delay.
Yeah, we got a home game here, and they saying I don't know what they're going to do. So it's kind of crazy.
Yes.
Mr. Mike Kelly, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Oh, we just kind of hanging out, drinking a little coffee, talking a little drones.
Yeah.
You know, we get to see Dre without a suit on. I mean, you can't beat that.
That's a rare thing.
To you, man.
Yeah, you better be careful. He'll be out flying FPV before you know it.
You know, though, but I bet he got one of them. Hey, you know how? Hey, Scott, I know you got a cotton robe. Dre's got like a velour robe. You know,
Dre's gonna go buy the Neo. That's what he's gonna go get.
Yeah. And by the way, Joe, happy birthday.
Whose birthday is
it? That birthday. I'm trying to think of what birthday you're talking about.
Is it Joe's birthday?
Happy birthday.
No, Joe and I both are 249 years old.
Yeah, we look good for 249, don't we?
Oh,
we sure do.
Okay, yeah.
Hurrah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, hey, Dre, I wanted to thank you. About a year or so ago, I was trying to get my Mavic 2 to get that the ID, the remote ID lined up, and I couldn't figure it out. And I sent you a couple texts, and you wrote right back and got it all figured out for me. So everything is good. I got that remote ID on there, and it's all good to go, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that video and the 180 Air video is probably my 2 most popular videos still to this day. I think I got over almost 20,000 views off of those videos on how to get that error fixed for that Mavic 2 Pro.
Well, I just like that you put in there, make sure that you have all previous updates before you update to the new one, because if not, it's going to go, because I almost did that. And I decided to watch your video, and holy crap, if I'd have done that, it would have been a brick.
Yeah.
There's been some updates in the last couple of days between the apps and the Neo and the Air 3S and
Air 2S.
I think even the Air 2S had an
Air
update.
3.
I heard that, but mine didn't update. I don't know why. I've tried 2-3 times.
Ron said that Air 2S had an update. I thought.
Yeah, it's supposed to be able to track now.
It was probably never mind. I was gonna say maybe he thought he was doing Air 2S. It was Air 3S. Yeah.
No, because I think it
Air 2S.
It's supposed to have one, but mine wouldn't update.
Air 2S is supposed to be able to track now.
Joe, that's what happens when you buy a drone.
Did you go in and tap for updates? Check updates, Joe? Joe, did you go in and tap and check for updates?
I've checked 2 or 3 places. I'm gonna try it again today.
When they come out, I'm usually late. These guys up north of me will really get them first.
Yeah, it's weird.
It trickles down.
It does. It is weird how.
That's another thing's happening.
Yeah.
Another thing's happening.
I mean, you know, we're in Louisiana. We get things last. You know, so.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Dre, I just sent my Marine Corps son a happy birthday. I said, "Happy birthday, sir."
I'm sure he gets a kick out of you being his father, calling him sir.
He came back and said, "Happy birthday, Marine."
John Flynn, you doing any flying today?
No, it's damp and rainy here. More rain on the way. So I got
just send it up. A little rain ain't gonna hurt it.
Well, send me your Air 3S and I'll try that and report back to you. How's that?
I'm gonna take Joe's little Neo right through that tugboat now. You know.
Well, that Neo, but it gets in that dark. You don't know where it's gonna go.
We'll know where it's at. We'll know exactly where it's at, but we have to get it. Yeah, that's the problem.
I had
just
my
be able to watch the fish flight swimming by.
I had my Avata 2 up yesterday. I was at Lake Michigan. It was weird. We were getting the east wind, so it wasn't real wavy. But man, I was getting like high wind warnings and everything, so I didn't fly it for too long. And there were a ton of birds just flying all over the place. So I brought that down and put the Mavic 3 up instead, and didn't have any issues with that. But the Avata 2 was being pushed around quite a bit.
It's amazing. Of course, I mean, yeah, the Neo or the Avata 2 and stuff like that. But I tell you what, the Air 3S and I'm sure the Mavics, you know, the Air 2S was the same way. You didn't have to worry about the wind. I mean, unless it was 50 miles an hour or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Troy, Big Water, welcome in. Who else I see? Steve Genesis, welcome in.
Steve, Brother Troy.
Michael Wright. Did I say Michael? Michael, you welcome to come in. Let me post this link here.
Has any of you guys ever, when you buy an SD card, got these readers with them?
I don't usually. I just get the one with the adapter.
Yeah. Okay, I've got 5 readers. Me and Joe was on talking to each other for about 3 hours the other night.
Thank you.
5 readers. None of them would work. None of them would pull up my Avata 2 footage off the aircraft to 128 gigabytes.
Really?
So I go and I buy a cheap one. You can go to USB-C to USB.
I plug this into my phone and get all
it in, and boom, I got all of them. It all came right up.
Wow.
Go figure. Why would these other readers, these cheap readers, but they've worked with the POS in my SD cards when I pulled it from that, but they just would not work. This card wouldn't work. I tried different cards, tried the adapter, tried everything, and nothing would work.
Yeah, that's what I get right there, Mike.
That's what I use right there. Just put that little tiny thing.
I tried the adapter and it still did not read it.
Is that
the thing is though, Mike, is Bob's computer. You got the Mac Mini, right, Bob? It doesn't have a card reader slot, so he's got to plug in a USB somehow.
Got to have that Apple dangle thing, dongle.
Dongle, yeah.
Yeah, right here.
This is what I use these for.
Yeah.
I printed this out and it stores SD cards in it, and I just use this as
I've got little SD card holders.
Yeah.
Right. But these readers have worked before on the Extreme Pro. That's what I like to get, the Extreme Pro or Extreme, you know. And I couldn't figure out why. Joe was trying to help me.
It's weird. They all didn't you try a few of them and none of them were working.
What are they SanDisk? Are they SanDisk readers
yes,
too?
Sir. Yes, sir. Tried all of them.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Usually,
Not compatible with Apple. That's the problem. It won't.
Well,
really?
They worked before though.
Yeah,
ONN. Look, is that what that says on it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Walmart brand. Yep.
I was just going to say that's Walmart brand.
I needed to find out if this is the problem, and sure enough, I looked in there and it was good. So I don't know. It's weird. I'm just glad that I got it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm glad you found the footage.
You know
I was thinking it was a corrupt card.
Joe, on my 3.5-inch drone though, everything says September 22nd. It's still right. I can't get the date.
I don't know what's going on with that.
When I saved that picture, I plug it into my phone, I mean, to this, I got to go look at the September 22nd pictures on my phone. That's where it puts it.
Wow, that's weird.
That is weird. And
Johnny does a lot of flying on September 22nd.
But what I'm saying, the SD card in my Flyfish Valador is right in September 22nd on everything.
For everything.
Wow.
I mean, and I updated it. And
Did you? I mean, I don't know if a calibration is something that could, I know you have to calibrate the camera to the O3 air unit if you get a new camera, but
I don't know.
it shouldn't. I mean, I don't know. That's weird. That's really weird.
If it's weird, it's gonna happen to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that'd be annoying.
Johnny.
Well, what you do is this is what I do with my files. Like whenever I take them off my SD card, I just name them 11.10.24, right? The date, and then send it to my external hard drive to the file it needs to go in, folder it needs to go in.
Can't you name your files in the Fly app? Isn't that in there now where you can name your files? I thought it was. I mean, I haven't tried it. I've never went there and looked into that.
I haven't seen it, but I don't.
Yeah, when you download the file, you can name it whatever you want to name it.
Where is it picking up September 22nd at? Like, what is time stamping it? The drone, the goggles, I mean, like, where is it getting that?
Good question.
It would have to be the unit. If it's putting it on the SD card, it's got to be on the unit.
But it's I believe it's in the RC itself. Creates the file order on the RC rights to the SD card.
There's no way to change the date in the. I don't know. It's weird.
What drone is that, Johnny?
It's a home built. I mean,
okay.
But it's an O3 air unit.
Now we know what the problem is. One of the problems is now.
Kenny.
Yeah, one of the problems. Yeah.
What was the date that you finished building that, Johnny?
Huh?
What was the date that you finished building that?
September 22nd.
I was gonna say. I mean, when did you? Yeah, when is that it?
But after one time I formatted it in the goggles, the aircraft and all, and it did it right for a couple of days, and then went back to that damn date. So I don't know.
That's weird.
There's got to be something on that air unit. There's got to be some adjustment or some input. Oh, by the way,
maybe that's why that air unit was 179. That's
that's what I pay with mine. It gets the right date.
Yeah, you got to pay more to get the right date.
Highlight of minefield right there is meeting that guy.
Good morning, Bob. How you doing,
Good morning,
buddy?
brother. Good morning.
Are you talking about this guy right here?
Hey, Johnny, where's Michael and Brad and Rick? Why ain't they in the show?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I heard if they got coffee this morning that they would be in the show.
Well, what the
they
hell?
said they were going to go on the show this morning.
Mike, come on. See you, Mike. Come on, Rick.
Hey, it's time to pay up.
Come on with it.
You didn't get up early for nothing.
See you, Chris.
See you, Chris.
Later, Hope.
Bye, Chris.
Let's see. Maybe I don't see anybody else in the back room.
Hey, Joe Fodolio, I like the bottom of your coffee cup, man. Every time
Thank
you take
you.
a drink,
Like
I
I
love
said,
that.
Johnny, it is still dark out.
I had it was my live stream cup. I broke it a few weeks ago and had to order a new one.
Yeah, Dre, Lon was texting me. He said they're all sleeping. I said, well, Lon, you ain't sleeping if you're texting.
I guess with the bird more than anybody I know.
You what, Bob?
You flip the bird more than anybody I know.
Yeah.
I'm flying today. I got 10 6S packs charged so far. Going to 400 Randall Way in Spring, Texas. Y'all come on. Be there about 2 p.m.
Okay. You got to stop at Bob's for breakfast, and then I'll be there.
10-4.
Yeah, Joe, I saw you drinking out of a different cup with the logo on the bottom. I thought you had more than one cup. I didn't realize you broke your old one.
Yeah, the other one was black. I ordered this one and it came in blue, and I was like, hey, it's blue, but whatever.
I saw you drinking.
Hey, that address you gave pulls up a strip club.
We're gonna go do some whooping.
Well, all right.
He's going to take his Neo and do an inside
That's my
all-in-one.
That's my bando there. That's my semi-bando where we fly.
Eric Power plays a hit heading south for 3 weeks today. Yeah, Captain Ray is heading. I think he is leaving New York Monday or Tuesday. I think it is.
Tomorrow, yeah, really.
Tuesday.
He's driving now. Yeah, he's actually.
Yeah, he
driving.
and Cheryl are driving.
So they'll be.
Stop at Bucky's.
Oh yeah, he gonna stop at.
Gotta hit that Bucky's.
He gonna go to
I'm addicted to
Pedro's.
those beaver nuggets.
Aren't those awesome?
Man, they are good.
Do you have to
The
go all the
white
way to
cheddar.
Daytona, Ken?
What's that?
Do you go all the way to Daytona to get them?
No, I've got a Bucky's about 5 miles from my house.
Oh, okay. I didn't know there was one in there.
That's
Well,
dangerous.
somebody made me buy about 60 pounds of jerky.
Yeah, 6 pounds of jerky. You'd have to sell 2 of your drones.
I ain't no lie.
Yeah.
That Bohemian garlic. It's good.
Oh, hey, that's mine, dude. That Bohemian garlic is the jam. That's the one I get, bro.
It's good.
That is so good.
Hey, Johnny, we got one opening up right there, right when you get over Mississippi. We're gonna open up pretty soon.
We got one getting built out here in Arizona on the west side of town.
Yeah, they canceled the one right by our house here in Denham Springs. They voted it down. So
When I was out in Tennessee last summer, I met Jeff Udock, Four States Aerial. He was out there with his family, and we met up there. We're like, let's meet at this Bucky's. They got a side parking lot that was.
It's huge.
The side parking lot was the size of a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
Maybe half the size of Walmart. Like, good night, nurse. This place is huge, and there was so much traffic jam getting in there. Oh my gosh.
That's the way when I go to South Florida. When we go to the South Florida, we go to Palm Coast first because my sister-in-law lives there, and that's where we stay. And on the way down, I stop at that Bucky's in Daytona, and it's like you got to put half an hour on the drive just to get into the parking lot and then find a parking spot. So the one they're building out here, it's going to be. I'm not going over there for another 6 months to a year, but let all the new wear off, and hopefully the traffic will be down by then.
it don't ever wear off. That's the problem.
I know. That's what's crazy about it.
Who did that picture, Johnny?
That's Brad.
Wow.
B-Rad.
B-Rad.
I guess I know where the cell service is the best.
Let's see if I can get Brad. Let me see if I can send. I thought I sent him the link. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know.
If I need to get off, I will get off to let them on.
I don't know if he's out there flying. No, we got.
You can still do the 10 though. You had 10 on.
Yeah,
Chris
we got
was on here a minute ago.
Scott, you got all your Cat 6 pulled?
Who?
I'm still missing that sheetrock.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I
I
don't
need
think
to
any insulation in there
I'm
either.
not supposed to be sitting here watching you guys. I'm supposed to be working.
It looks the
I
same
think
as
I'm
last
gonna
week.
get off. I think I'm gonna get off anyway because I
You got,
need
is
to.
that spray foam insulation? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, but see,
Yeah.
this is a room within a room,
That's
so
the best,
it's
man.
man, this thing stays cool
Put it
all
to
the
work.
time.
Yeah,
There's
Mr.
an
Rabbit's
app for
not
that,
there right
Joe.
now. That's why he's on.
I didn't. I got all
I
my
wish you
cat.
was closer. I'd help you.
Oh, Bob, that's all right.
I do. I would enjoy helping you. I wish I lived
That's
closer.
Same
me
here.
too. I'm the same way. I got a son-in-law who's going to be coming by and helping me soon, but we got.
Good deal. Good deal.
I've been joking around. My daughter was in Arizona. She just got home last night, and she took a driverless car back to the airport, and she said the car missed the turn to the airport.
Holy crap.
But then when she got back to Tallahassee, I told her, I says, you must be in another one of those driverless cars, and you're going to be in the parking lot all night because it's not going anywhere.
You went to the wrong airport, huh?
So anyway,
Scott, you can't go anywhere. You got to own up to the coffee.
it's not me. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I done said, look, you know good well it wasn't me because Rick got a cup of coffee.
Man, I don't know if I drink any coffee Rick had delivered. I'm just saying.
I'm guessing the lady that gave it to him must have a heavy accent because they keep
Tell you
saying
what.
coffee.
That Rick was one sneaky dude, man.
Yeah.
He was doing those things right under our noses, and none of us knew it. Yeah. I mean, you gotta watch that. That's Scott's right. You gotta watch that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a little sneaky, and you talk about going fly somewhere, and it's like he already got video of it.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go here?
Yeah.
I've been there, done that.
I got a shot.
Hey, Dre, that was a good video you did. You got to introduce us to some people that we've never met or didn't know about, and that was a good deal, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do is give people that we normally don't see a chance to introduce themselves, see what they do, how they got involved in drones, and everything else. That was the whole purpose of that, and this show a lot of, like I said, there's always been a lot of folks who are lurkers to various shows who never get in the chat or anything else. And just let us know there are people out there who see what we do online.
There's Rick.
You highlight old Buckeye drones there.
Jack Rabbit, come on, man, that ain't right.
Come on, man.
Dre, I wanted to come to this meetup pretty bad, and one reason why is because I wanted to be able to meet you guys on the West Coast, and I'd never been to Vegas either. That was my other real motive for going. But
I haven't been in 30 years. It's been a long time.
Yeah, the only person who was scheduled the show who wasn't able to make it was Aldrin. I can't think of his last name.
Aldrin, yeah, he couldn't make it.
Yeah. He was the one that couldn't make it. His daughter had a soccer tournament down in the San Diego area.
Hey, Mike, right?
Hey, Mike, right?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Mike.
Morning, sunshine.
Morning.
Mike.
He's awake.
Yeah, I'm awake.
Man.
Watch your grads on my bed here.
look at that photo bomber.
Turn your camera on.
No, did y'all sleep together?
Hey, is that a round bed?
Is that a coin slot on the side of it? Is that a coin slot on the side of the bed? Vibrates.
Let me turn that other. Hold on.
There's the mirror on top of the ceiling.
No, not quite. Oh, you'll see.
That's some nice crown molding y'all got there, yeah.
No, we had trouble logging in here. Both of us.
Yeah, I couldn't get logged in.
I had to reset my YouTube password to get Safari working.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what the problem is. I've been trying to get
Rick
out.
says it's a heart-shaped
Heart-shaped bed, yeah.
We're still trying to figure out which one of y'all sent us.
Where you at, Rick? Come on, join, Rick.
We know it was Scott. Okay.
Well, they got a lot of quarters and they got that little vibrating feature.
Well, let me tell you something, Mike.
Yeah.
It's never the person you think it is. I can tell you that right now. Isn't that right, Johnny?
Scott, you tell me. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. They know better. They know I don't get up that early.
Oh no, yeah, no. Mike don't
Knocking
get
on
up.
the door at 5 a.m. in the morning. We didn't answer it, We didn't answer it, and then they called Brad.
They were in the shower.
The hotel called. Said, coffee's at the door.
We need to get Lon up.
All right. I'll have to admit to it. It was me.
There you
So
go.
what's on the itinerary today, Mike?
It was Kim.
So
Now y'all know there's another one you better start watching.
Ken.
Mike,
Ken.
are y'all going to the
Thanks for
skate park?
admitting it.
I hope y'all enjoyed the coffee.
We did. It's all gone.
It's all gone.
Good.
There's your cup.
Yeah, my cup's empty.
Hey, Brad.
Appreciate that very much.
It is.
Brad, did you hold your pinky out while you drank it?
That's that fancy stuff.
It is a little awkward sitting on the same bed with Michael right now. But.
Same here.
So I want y'all to know another thing. Yeah, it was a prank, but it wasn't a Rick prank. It was a good prank. So
Oh yeah, it was
I guess
good.
Ken's the good guy sitting on one side, and Rick's on the other side.
Yeah.
Mike, you going to the water park?
We're going to the water park today. We're going to leave.
Nice.
Hey, Johnny,
I
give
wanted to go to Red Rock.
give
but I changed my mind.
Buckeye Drones a link. He needs a link.
He's
And
got
then
it.
there's the sculpture park 4 miles south. That we're going to water park, place to eat lunch, a little cafe out that direction.
I can't get him in. Let me see. Let me knock myself out. Hold up.
Oh, I'll get out. I'll get out, Johnny.
Too late.
Oh,
Anyway, we're going to the water park, and then we're going to go to eat. Then we're going to go to a sculpture park. It's about 4 or 5 miles south of that. And it's an all-day trip. We'll be back. We'll leave at 8, get back about 4:30 to 5.
It looks pretty out there.
But we're going to Red Rock tomorrow. I'm taking Marcus out to Red Rock tomorrow.
Hey, I'm gonna get out so Buckeye Jones can come in.
Later, Scott. Be good, brother. Get to work.
Quit messing around, Scott. Okay, Rick, where are you?
I don't see him. It says it.
Saw that. You saw that.
I did see it.
Philip, just waking up. Looks like got in the right moment.
I don't see Rick in the background. Joe, shut up, Joe, Laura said.
Oh, Lord. She learns too much. She sent me a voice message the other day saying, "Shut up, Joe."
It's better with her little accent. Yeah, it's better when she says it.
Shut up, Joe.
Shut up, Joe. Oh, speaking
there
of.
He is.
There he is.
Hey.
Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Good morning, Rick.
Morning, Rick.
All right, wait a minute. Let me get. All right, we still there?
Now we can quit talking about it. He can speak
Well,
up
I'll
for
tell you
himself.
what,
Not
hey,
defend
Rick,
himself.
your ears been burning. You know? They should be burning.
Hang on here a second. I'm trying to figure this
Rick,
out.
you got your sunglasses on? What?
I got my reading glasses on.
Reading glasses. Okay.
Hey, and
sunglasses at night.
Where the heck is Scott? He gives me so much crap and then he bails out.
He jumped off quick.
Mrs. Rabbit was cracking the whip.
Yeah, he's getting in trouble. He's not running wire.
Yeah, he saw his wife coming through the window. Said, "I got to leave real quick. Hurry, get back to work. Boss is coming."
All right, so Rick, what you got planned today? Well, tell us. You got to give us some kind of little inside scoop, you know.
Okay, well, I'm in that group. It's going out to the abandoned water park.
Nice.
And then there's some sculpture thing after that. I don't know. And somewhere along the way, we're going to eat. And they said pretty much plan on about a 8-hour day. So
wow,
good day.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly the water park. I don't, I stay in sport mode. I don't do all the flipping and carrying on, but I like to fly, kind of fast and down low and through some stuff.
You do some good shots, Rick. Minefield was great. I'm sure you'll do good ones at the water park too.
Yeah.
You did fly Red Rock. I've seen a video.
Yeah.
He did an awesome job there, man.
Check out that video if you haven't seen
that
it.
That was
amazing.
camera drone, the Air 3S.
Nice.
But it was, it's a beautiful place to fly, so it makes it a lot easier.
Well, it turned out really great. I mean, that was just
thank you.
spectacular video.
Yeah, it's
why y'all talking so nice to Rick now when he's here? What the hell?
Because I want to stay on his good side.
I lurk in these things, and I think, man, I don't know.
Hey, I want to say one thing. I want to let y'all know it's going to get out eventually, but that Air 3S that was given away, I didn't win it.
Oh man!
I wish I had won.
I didn't win it either.
No, I've been rubbing. Excuse me, I better not do that in the bed here. But I've been rubbing on Mike.
Oh man!
That's a little bit too much information now.
That's right.
Scratch all that.
Man, look at right here.
Look at that shot. Look at that shot right there.
That's awesome.
Oh, look at that. Yep, Rick did them. That's amazing.
Yes,
video.
sir. That's nice.
If you
I
look
haven't
at
been out
that,
there yet. I'm going to go out there tomorrow with Marcus and Steve Carpenter.
I don't think I'm going to make it out there. That was one thing I wanted to do.
Man.
Oh, you got to go there, Brad. Holy crap.
I want to go.
I tell you what's nice about that park out there is it's. I was actually talking to the ranger, and flying the drone is fine. You do the basic stuff, right? Don't fly over the road. Don't fly over people. Don't harass wildlife. Other than that, they're happy to have you there.
Really?
That's cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
Easy enough rules to follow.
They must have not known you, Rick, when they said they're happy to have you.
Rick didn't tell him who he was.
Amazing, right there.
On the phone there. Oh wait, you're Rick. Oh no, you can't.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Buckeye, I heard about this dude.
Yeah.
You got to go, sir. Exit stage left.
I know.
The Rangers didn't have no more air in their tires, or they had little trinkets.
Change your mind.
Not many awards either. So that was
That
good.
shot.
If you watch this on your big screen TV, I mean, it's just like
it's incredible.
I took it full screen. It was beautiful, man. It was great camera work, Rick. You did a good job.
And well, I appreciate all that, but you know the thing, like I watch it on my laptop, you know, in HD, and I mean it still looks good on YouTube, but you know they compress it and stuff. I mean, when you can see the original resolution of it, it is mind blowing.
That is beautiful, though.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Wow.
Well, I tell you, talking to Tom and Bob, they're already planning on, a second one. So I encourage you to try to figure out a way to work it in your schedule.
Yeah.
And it really was held. It wasn't much different than South Florida drone meetup. It's very similar.
Very similar.
Really. The only difference is they gave away the raffle. We sat at the breakfast restaurant for a couple hours, which is great.
It was great. Yeah.
Everybody had seating. Everybody was around. They could hear loudspeaker.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't have a lot of other distractions.
Well, who won the Air 3S?
That's going to be told later. It's no Bob Dempsey will.
Yeah, we want to leave after Bob.
We'll let Bob announce it.
Yeah, let's let Bob.
Okay.
It'll probably get out.
It is someone in the community though. It wasn't one of the local Nevada people.
Right,
good.
Right. It's someone who's
glad to hear that.
Okay.
It'll probably get out before Bob announces it. But anyway, yeah, it's somebody well deserved.
Yes, very much. I got to meet him. Never met him before.
Yeah, we never met him.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of y'all have never met him.
How many more clues you going to give us, Mike? Let's see.
He was never at a meetup before. Okay.
I know who it is.
It's not Warren. No, we don't know Warren.
I met Warren.
Oh, you did?
No.
In person?
Nope. Sound like a story though.
Ray Kelly. What's up, Ray Kelly?
I'm Ray.
Morning,
Good morning, Cap.
Cap.
Hey, Mike and Mike and Brad, did all the stuff happen at the resort or the non-flying stuff, or is there another venue?
No, what we did, we went to the local tavern. It's a walking distance, about a block away. It's part of the resort area. And that's where we had we had half the tavern taken over for the breakfast, and we set up the loudspeakers and the registration table and so forth. That was done on Friday night. Actually, we did the registration and the get together. Then we went back to the tavern the next morning for breakfast.
Well, Mike, what I got a question to ask you. What did Santa ask for Christmas? Because he was sitting on your lap.
No, I thought it was Marcus.
Oh, you saw the picture that Mark? Yeah, that was Bob and Marcus.
Oh, that's right. He was sitting on Marcus.
Marcus's lap yesterday. Yeah, I mean at the tavern.
Marcus probably sent him a Holy Stone drone or something. You're gonna give Santa.
Hey, I will reveal one thing. That a couple of the big prize winners. I was helping. I worked with Bob. Y'all know me. I worked at all the events.
We all worked all day Thursday and Friday.
We did a lot of helping packing the goodie bags, the swag bags, and all that.
I didn't fly till yesterday. Actually, didn't get the drone out. Been here 3 days now.
Well, and y'all know me as well. That being said, I haven't flown a drone yet.
But you will today.
I will today. So anyway, one of the winners, one of the bigger winners we did out at the park yesterday, because we held all the tickets from the winners from breakfast, and I wrote names on all the backside of all those winners, the smaller winner prizes. We put them back into population, just like we did in South Florida this past year, and we redrew again. So we had about 5 or 6 big prizes.
Right.
And I will say mine. I'll put this out there. I didn't win. Ken Herron won an item, and he and I talked earlier, and I won't go into that whole story, but he won something, and then as he was up there receiving it, he handed it to me, and he said, "Brad, I want you to have this because I already have plenty of these." And I was like, "Well, wow!" And it's
Action 5.
Action 5.
Nice.
Wow. Nice. Very nice.
So,
wow, very cool.
So that was
Congrats,
very cool.
Man. That's cool. Thanks, Ken.
Ken, I want to say this too. Ken Herring, he's putting himself more into the community these days and having more one-on-one conversations with people. He spent a lot of time with everybody, talking, flying, joking around as Ken does.
Yeah, I've met Ken for maybe 6 or 8 different meetups. I spent more time with him today.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did this Lon one. He's good dude. I know Lon don't like him, but we don't like Lon either, so.
Well, he was killed at Minefield, man. He was one of the boys at Minefield, man. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yep, he was. You're right, Bob.
The first time I met Ken was just one-on-one. I was out in Tennessee for a Chiefs Titans game, and I emailed him prior and was like, "Hey, I'm going to be in town. I'd love to meet you in Flap." And by golly, the dude met with me. I was like, "Oh, he's a good dude."
Wow.
Yep, he is. He is. He's got.
He'll
his
never do
moments,
that
but-
again, I bet.
Not me, no, because I go to Minefield every year. He don't need to meet me.
John.
He said.
I have to give Joe some grief.
Hey,
Yeah, it was
bring it
fun.
on. Bring it on. He's 8-0.
Hey, no, baby, let's go Swifties.
He's halfway.
Shake it off.
Hey, Johnny, I got to drop off and get back to work.
All right. Thanks, Ken.
Let me know when you need me to clock in, Kenny.
See you,
Let me know when you need me to clock in, brother.
Yeah, I'll let you know, Joe.
Thank you,
Hey,
brother.
hey, Rick Williamson, I got to say, man, I wish I'd have known you were going. I would have come up there and followed you. I mean, but next year, we're going to make a plan. Convoy back up.
Okay. All right.
Hey, no lie, Johnny. Next year, for real, you swinging through Houston. I'll plan on going. I'll ride with you.
Absolutely.
He's
We can convoy
picking me
out.
up first, though, Joe.
He's got to swing through Michigan and shoot his ass all the way back down to the south. Yeah. Ooh.
And then as you're
I'll give you-
rolling
I'll
through
give you some
Phoenix,
gas
I'll
money,
jump
too,
on.
John, I like you, but I don't know if I like it 1,900 miles worth. You know, I'm just-
Times 2
It would be
Yeah, I mean-
it would be tough for both of us, I think, Johnny.
or times 4 if you got to drop them off. You got to go up there.
Oh,
1,400.
hey,
I don't
you
know.
got to get
I
back
drove-
home. I ain't worried about getting back home.
I drove 1,300
You gotta
miles
believe me.
with Johnny, so you know.
I'll be
That's
stranded
right.
in Vegas.
Hey, there's that
Thank
troublemaker.
you, Scott.
So there you go. It wasn't none of me. And y'all didn't even tell the man thank you.
We did.
Yes, we did. You were on.
Okay.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Ken, again.
Rick, what was you going to say about Scott? What was that while ago?
Yeah, I was gonna say, he gives me all that crap and then he jumps out of the stream.
Hey, all I can say is poor Rick.
Poor Rick.
Hey, Rick, all I can
Oh.
tell you, I already got a message from Scott. He says when I pass through Tallahassee to pick him up for the South Florida Drone meetup, that he's got a little special case already made with some stuff in it. So I don't know what that meant, but you know, he said make sure he don't forget it.
It's probably coffee and
somebody
roses. Roses and chocolates, probably, Johnny.
Yeah.
That or printed awards. Rick loves the printed awards.
You know, like I said, there hadn't been no horseplay, no carrying on out here.
Yeah,
so
right.
I think the troublemakers, you know, obviously weren't out here.
Are we hearing this?
Y'all haven't left yet.
Even Ken and Ken got together.
Mackerel. Number one instigator right there. And he's saying everybody else is troublemakers.
Troublemaker.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
You need to get some more rest. You got some bags underneath your eyes.
I know it. I know.
I've already gotten up, got coffee, got
Hey,
my shower.
he didn't tell y'all. Do you know why he sent you that coffee? And I had the same problem. I'm laying down to go to bed, and all of a sudden, bing, 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 bing. You guys were texting, and so he said, "I'm gonna get you back." And he sent you coffee at 3:00 in the morning. Isn't that right,
Yeah, I
Rick?
did. I sent that notice this morning.
3:15 in the morning.
I planned it that way. We got back from we went up to dinner last night. Got drink after the meetup. We went out for drinks with Bob and Audrey and Steve Carpenter. And I'm not going to mention the other one because he was the winner.
One of the other winners,
He or she was the winner.
Yeah.
Let them guess.
Yeah.
And then we went out. Then we went to dinner,
Seafood
place,
Had
and then
some gumbo.
Then we went back out for more drinks.
Yeah.
And then we got to bed. And I thought I need to text them here at 3:00. in the
Gumbo.
morning.
They don't make gumbo in Vegas.
Oh, it was great
It was
gumbo.
delicious. Though.
It was delicious.
No. I had to argue with you guys.
It was.
Ain't no
You know,
damn
there
gumbo.
were 8 of us there, and 7 of us had gumbo.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't Johnny. It wasn't Louisiana gumbo. No, it wasn't.
Johnny's biased.
Good though.
Vegas gumbo.
Yeah,
Can't be the
Vegas
same.
gumbo. There you go.
Dude, you don't go to Vegas to eat gumbo.
I got a question for Rick and Brad.
Yep.
As Michael was drinking more and more, was he talking louder and louder?
You're not the first person ever to tell me that, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was funny. It's been up.
Yeah, went to bed at 1 o'clock and got up at 4 here, 5 o'clock. Had 4 hours sleep last night.
Yeah, that's rough.
Let me ask you this: did anybody see Lon Denor fly a drone?
Oh yeah, I actually saw Lon flying. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he was one of the first ones to put a drone up. He put up his Nirvana too.
Well, Johnny, he told a story. He told a story. I guess I don't know what show it was. I guess it was on Who Flies Second in from Virginia. Come on, man, Bell.
Rodney Bell.
He was on Rodney Bell's show, and he talked about some idiot flying a drone real near him, and he wasn't very happy about it. Then he realized he wasn't flying his, and it came and landed right beside him.
That's right.
Yep.
Lon.
There's the gumbo.
Yep, that's the bowl I had.
That's good.
It was a big ass bowl.
Yeah.
And it wasn't cheap.
Is that a big bowl?
we had to carry some out of there. Although we're probably
That's like an appetizer.
Yeah. Oh my
Say
God.
that looks like a finger bowl right there.
Yeah.
That bowl was. We both only ate half of ours, and I was hungry.
Yep.
So it was a big bowl. That was probably at least 2 quarts in that bowl.
Wow.
Good night.
Yep.
Hey, you guys will there'll be a funny video coming out sometime from Ken Herron, but out at the park yesterday, some gentleman had come with a original Phantom 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And but he didn't have he didn't have any batteries for it.
Is that
And
Mason?
Ken Herron hooked him up with some kind of small FPV battery, and they got it wired up, and they thought, well, let's try it. And the thing actually flew. But what was hilarious about it
didn't fly very well.
Well, neither one of them could remember which was front and rear of the drone. They thought what they thought was the front was the back. So the thing would come up, and then it's going the wrong way, and it would crash, and they'd try it again. About the third time, they figured out the front and back was reversed, and they turned it around, and then they could fly it.
They needed Bob Murdoch out there.
That's all pre-camera stuff, huh?
Yeah, of course, Ken was, he was filming the whole thing, so I'm sure it's going to be a hilarious video.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, Ken did a good video too. Making his way out to the Southwest, out that way. He did a good video too. It was awesome.
Yeah, that place he stopped in Fort Worth, I'd never heard of. I've been living in Dallas, Fort Worth all my life, and I got to check that place out now. It's just downtown Fort Worth.
Yeah, I saw that video.
So, Rick, you're going back cross country. When are you leaving for that long?
I check out and get back on the road Monday morning. So tomorrow morning.
You going back the same fashion that you did? You gonna be able to stop and do some flights, or you got to get back?
I still have. I've got a whole week to get back, and it's it's like a 36-hour trip. So I tried to do that coming out, stop at some places, but the weather wasn't very good coming out. I mean,
Rick,
I almost got sucked up by a tornado.
Yeah, in Oklahoma.
Well, I thought you were going to be like a hurricane pilot and fly through the tornado, be the tornado pilot.
I wasn't. I don't know if you heard that story, but I mean, I could see the sky was getting dark, and it's like things are looking bad, right? But I thought I'm okay. I didn't get worried until I saw the storm chase vehicles. And then I thought,
when you pass them up.
That's right.
Yeah. But so, and I was on the phone with the guy from work, and, of course it's going through the radio of the truck. And I got off the phone with him, and they're coming over the radio saying, if you can hear this, you need to seek shelter immediately. Man, this ain't good. Whoa. So I got off on the next exit and run into a truck stop and sat down there with my phone, and I'm looking at the radar, and the tornado had crossed just about like 10 minutes behind me.
Damn.
Wow.
So, I mean, I didn't have no issues other than it giving me a scare, but.
You should have clean sailing all the way back, Rick. I'm just looking at the radar and everything. You got clean sailing all the way back.
Okay, sweet.
So Rick, I was only calling you poor Rick because I'm somewhat envious of what you're getting to do. And man, I'm like, dang, man, that poor Rick, he got it rough, man. I wish I could do that right now. So.
That ain't what he told me, Rick. But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I am envious. I wish I could be out there, man.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
We missed all y'all.
Yep, sure do.
It wasn't the same crew, you know. It's the same crew of people. We met a lot of new people. There's a lot.
Yeah, I hadn't met Tom. Dowling. I've never met him, and Dre.
You know, Tom's a heck of a nice guy too. They got some crazy stories between him and his wife and Bob, and the stories just go on and on and on.
Well, to me, that was the attraction to the Vegas meetup, was to get to meet new people and people you've met, but you get to meet them.
Absolutely.
As y'all know, it's when you get, and Dre, you alluded to this. When you get to meet them in person, it's just totally different.
Brad, was I Justine there?
I did not see her make an appearance.
I didn't see her.
Maybe next year, Johnny.
Now, Drunk Girl was there, wasn't she?
Drunk Girl? What's that?
Dream on, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny, I am going to represent you today out at the water park.
Oh, there
we go.
Ooh, all right.
You'd be easy to spot out there.
What's wrong? All the other shirts are dirty.
Hey, when I go to the events where they're flying, I try to wear something bright so maybe they don't run into me.
Oh man! All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Been on an hour and a half. I gotta get, but thanks everybody. It was great. Dre, glad you popped on. Rick, dude, it's fun. It's been fun. I know, hey, we love to pick on you, but Scott's taking up for you now and then. I'm just letting you know. But Mike, thanks. Brad, thanks.
Glad to be on.
Good seeing you guys.
Thanks for coming on.
Good show, guys.
See y'all later.
Good day. We'll see
Take
you.
care.
Bob, thanks for hopping on. John Flynn.
Travel safe. Yep, travel safe, guys.
Thank
We'll
you.
do.
Everybody have a great day. Get out there and fly, son.
I'm doing it. See you guys.
See you.
See ya.